this is probably my last video for the day, and I just want to correct myself for one of the videos about the Proverbs 31 woman, and I was like, is this classes? And I was like, I don't know. I would say whether she's in a high-ranking class or not, she has the work ethic and the mindset to take what she has and make something out of it. I think that whether she's a high-class woman or a low-class woman, she's one who's willing to lose sleep to make sure that her family and her household is protected and successful, because it says that her lamp burns at the late night hour and that she gets up early before dawn to make breakfast for her family before dawn. And so someone who does that, whether they're rich or poor, is someone who I believe is a hard worker, because there are results in life that they are getting from that lifestyle. There are results, and she's working hard. And I don't think, because it was me who asked that question, where I'm like, did every woman as of now, and even back in the day when we think of ancient times when Proverbs 31 was written, did every woman have the ability to do what she did, like purchase land? Did every woman have the ability to do what she did? Maybe it is her class. Maybe it is because a husband of hers allows her that freedom. I don't have the cultural context to know, because there's some historical demographics, like I believe it's in Nigeria. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I remember learning about this, that a man could have multiple wives, and usually when he did, he had more wealth, and those wives were not restricted from doing business. They were not restricted from doing merchant dealings. They were not restricted from creating things and selling things. And for anyone from, Nigeria, or anyone who can add more to that or correct me, feel free to do so. But I'm actually answering my own question, because it was me who brought up the whole thing with class. I don't want to focus it being on she is too high class. I want to focus on her work ethic and her character and her mindset. She has the mindset to stay up late and get up early to be successful. She has the mindset to find, because it said, what did it say? Find wool and flax. That's what the scripture says. The version that I was reading out of was NLT. She found it, and I feel like the good way of putting context to that is that she's not making an excuse. She finds what she can, and for all we know, wool and flax could have been a more cheaper material in comparison to other materials back in the day, depending on the location and depending on the economy that we're talking about. It's possible that she used what could have been very affordable and very accessible linen and material, and made no excuse but to use it and work it as much as she could to make sure her family was taken care of, to make sure she showed it. And it seems like she's always in that mentality of business and taking care of the poor and taking care of her servants and stuff. So I just wanted to correct myself when I was in the part 2 video and was like, I don't know if it's a class issue. I don't think it should be about it being a class issue. I think it should be about her posture to work hard and to be a businesswoman mentally, and to be a watchman in the night hours, and to make sure that when, winter comes, her family and her household is cared for. She considers a plot of land and buys it, so she's strategic. This does not have to all be based on a woman of class, because I think if it's about class, it defeats the purpose of all the other things that we can extract and analyze from her life and adopt into our own, that we can be a woman of virtue, if that helps. I don't want to be someone who, doesn't answer some of these questions and doesn't have this posture where I'm like, I'll get back to you. I decided to get back to whoever cares to hear, the results of all of those things. Thanks for listening. Bye.